guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia if you're new here, and there's an airplane in the background, so if you hear that, I am so sorry. I look wrecked. I think I say that every single time I pick up the camera, but I like to acknowledge it so we know that I'm aware that I look like a homeless person. Anyway, it's another weekly reading vlog. It's Tuesday, by the way. Yesterday was a complete crap show, to put it lightly. My son, something was wrong with him. I still don't really know if he's like good. He's like not eating much. He might be just going through a growth spurt, but I did think he was running a fever a couple of times. Speaking of that, I need to go give him his medicine. So I've just been dealing with that, and I just didn't get much reading in, but I did pick back up A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire probably about 2 days ago, and I'm about halfway done with it just because I haven't had much time to read. I did start this back in June. I just didn't end up finishing it because I had a very busy month. Like I was traveling, and then I just ended up picking up different books and never finished it. But From Blood and Ash, this series has my heart. From Blood and Ash is like one of my top books this year. I say that about a lot of books, but From Blood and Ash really got me into fantasy, romance, magical, like things like that. It showed me like another side to reading and not just, you know, romance. I was all about romance. I still love my romance and dark romance. I'll never stop, but I do enjoy a good romantic fantasy book or a romantic sci-fi book. Like this series definitely got me into fantasy and just different genres, so I give everything to From Blood and Ash, and this one is so good so far. It was super slow in the beginning. It was just a lot of information and like background and all of that, which was just like kind of slow for me, but when it gets to the good parts, it gets to the good parts, and I'm loving it. So if you don't know what From Blood and Ash is, I'm gonna do a really quick like synopsis, because these books have so much information. I mean, like, look how fat they are. They're all like this size. But basically, our main character, Poppy, she is the maiden. So I think from when she was a little girl, she was veiled, however you say it, and no one could see her face. She had to spend most of her time locked in her room, and she was basically like abused by the Duke, and not really the Duchess, but the Duke, who would like have lessons and like hit her, and she was just in a really bad place. But she was always told her whole life that she was chosen from the gods, and that she had to live this way because once she turned 18 she would ascend and be like of use to the ascend, something like that. I'm recalling all of this from Blood and Ash, but there's so much information, like I said, so it's hard to like recall everything, so if I'm missing something, sorry. But basically, one day her guard gets killed, and they replace the guard with Hawk. Hawk is Poppy's new guard, and Poppy has this, so like Poppy would like sneak out at night to like explore because she wasn't allowed to, and one night she went to this Red Pearl, which is like this illicit club, or not club, but like where people go to play card games, and they have, you know what, sex, and like they just do like kind of like they kind of do like, you know, the things. And she gets thrown in a room with Hawk, and she's veiled, so Hawk doesn't know who she is. He does know who she is, but like he pretends not to. But he didn't anticipate on kissing her that night and like meeting her like that way. But anyways, Hawk gets assigned as her guard, and Poppy remembers him from the Red Pearl, and she's instantly like in love with him. Not in love with him, but she's drawn to him. She's crushing on him. She's like, oh, he's so hot, but I can't. He's my guard, and he doesn't feel this way about me. She's super insecure about the scars on her face, which are a big deal. And so yeah, Hawk ends up like kind of, I guess not falling in love with her, but like they end up kind of like taking a liking to each other. Like they're both attracted to each other. Hawk says the most romantic things to Poppy, and Poppy's just like, what? And it's just like this beautiful love story, and he's so protective over her, and It's beautiful. So you have to read From Blood and Ash. It's seriously a great book. It's so beautiful. But in the end of Blood and Ash, we find the biggest plot twist ever on who Hawke really is. So please read that book. I'm not going to spoil it. But basically, in A Kingdom of Fire and Flesh, so far I'm in a like reading about Hawke kind of taking Poppy to where he lives for reasons that you'll find out if you read the book, and they're kind of like enemies in this book, which is interesting because in the first book they were they were like enemies. Okay, sorry, my camera, what is with the lighting, ma'am? Okay, there we go. My camera ran out of storage space, so I had to delete some. But anyways, like I was saying, they are enemies to in the first book because Poppy is like so fierce and like there's a quote that Hawke says he calls her an incredibly murderous little creature or something like that, and it's so true. Like she's super headstrong and she's just super fierce, and that's something that Hawke likes a lot, that she fights him and like is just super like headstrong and fierce, and he loves that about Poppy. So they do have like really good like enemies and lovers banter in the first book, but this one more so because without spoiling anything, Hawke is like kind of forces her into doing something, and she's like super against it. She doesn't want anything to do with him, and I don't want to spoil the book, so definitely read it. But these are like the best kind of, I don't want to say enemies to lovers because I don't know how it ends. I don't know if they end up being lovers, but it's definitely like enemies to lovers banter, because one minute they're fighting, the next minute they're, you know, making love. So these are so good, and I'm pretty sure that there is a threesome in this book, which sounds weird because I'm gonna be honest, I've never read about anything like that in my life, but I'm pretty sure that it's been implied that there is a threesome between Hawke, Poppy, and Kyrian. Am I saying that right? Kyrian? I don't know. Which could be spicy. I don't know. That's the kind of taboo, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm like 350. I'm 350 pages in, and I'm gonna get some reading done here in a minute. I need to work out, finish editing the video that's going up today, so I'll have that link down below if you want to watch it. It's a weekly reading vlog. I read the Love Hypothesis and It Happened One Summer, and I also DNF'd a book on Kindle Unlimited. Also, one thing I was gonna tell you guys before I go work out, I got my first ARC on NetGallery, and I wanted to document it because this is exciting. Like I feel like an official book reviewer. Sorry. I got The Girl Who Belonged to the Sea by Catherine Quinn, and I read the synopsis, and the cover is gorgeous, and the synopsis seems really good, and it was labeled as like a sci-fi fantasy or like a fantasy romance. So I was like, I'm into fantasy and romance, so I'm giving that book a shot, and I probably won't finish it in this reading vlog. I'm just gonna be honest, because it's 830 or 867 pages, I believe. So I don't even know if I'll be able to finish it in this vlog, but I'll definitely like keep you guys updated on my first ARC ever. And it was an e-download or like on the NetGallery shelf, so I didn't get like a physical one, but that's okay. It's still exciting. So I'll be reading that in this reading vlog, also finishing The Kingdom of Fire and Flesh. And if I have time in this reading vlog, I will pick up a different book this week, but I'm just not sure. I have The Games We Play novella that could be fun to add into this. I've already read it on Kindle Unlimited, but I'm definitely going to read it again because it is so spicy. And we'll talk about it later if I end up picking it up. But yeah, we'll see how this week goes. I hope you guys enjoy. Hi guys. Hi. Whoa, I look great. So it is the next day. I didn't end up reading too much last night. Sorry, it's also really dark in here. Some light bulbs went out in our fan or our light, so it's just like extremely dark in here recently. But yeah, I didn't end up reading too much last night. I don't know what my hair is, because we just had a busy night, and yeah, but I'm currently, I think I said I was 350 pages in, but I'm now at like 386. So I just got to a part where I'm guessing the joining just I mean, not the joining, Kirian, hopefully I'm saying that right, kind of just helped Poppy and Castile with this like huge thing that is, it was just so crazy. It's hard for me to talk about these books without literally giving every single moment away, because like I don't want to spoil like parts like that, because they're just like kind of like they're the interesting, most shocking plot, you know what I mean? So I don't want to spoil it, but this book is so good. It's like spicy where it needs to be spicy. Like there's not too much smut, so it doesn't like overtake the plot. There's more plot than smut, but like, ooh, when it gets to the smut, it's so good. It is so bomb. So Castile, book boyfriend for sure. Like, dang, oh, I love him so much. I don't know what it is about like men from like this time period, but the way they speak to the women, and just like, sorry, I'm over here like fainting, but he's so sexy, like for sure top book boyfriend. Like I can't. But anyways, I'm going to be reading throughout this today. Hopefully I can get it done today. There is like probably like 200 more pages, or probably more than that, but I'm hoping to get a good chunk of it done today, since I don't have much to do. I just need to work out, like clean around my house, and yeah, I got some Starbucks this morning. Zach actually got it for me because I'm out of Nespresso pods, and I just made an order for some more. So I'm gonna be having Starbucks the next couple of days, which my wallet is going to hate me, because this drink is almost $7. The iced brown sugar shake and espresso. So it's a couple days later since I last updated you guys about my reading and just life in general. I've been having a busy couple of days. Like my son had a doctor's appointment yesterday. Just a busy couple of days. So yeah, I'm gonna update you guys on the books in on 1 minute. But I thought I would show you my like update to my bookshelf, because I'm actually in love with it. My glasses look crazy right now. There. Okay, so if you don't know, don't sleep on the Dollar Tree, because they actually have some really like fun things for $1 right now. All of these, they had like several different types of like leaved garlands. This one was called like the maple garland, which I loved it because like the leaves were like 3 different colors. But they also had these lights for a freaking $1, you guys. I'm definitely gonna go back and get one for down there. But I think they're like super short, but I have a really small bookcase right now because I am a new booktuber, obviously. So I'm just using this old bookcase that we've had. But like once I get like a bigger bookcase, obviously I'm gonna want to. Once I get like a bigger bookcase, obviously I'm gonna want to have like a longer light. But this works for now, and it's just so cute. And I also have some leaves down there, but or on top of my books. But I want to go back and get some lights for down there too, because I think it would just be so cute. But also, I have got a couple of books in the mail recently that I thought I should share with you guys, because why not? Sorry, I'm trying to set you guys up. There. I got a couple of books in the mail recently. I think I talked about this one actually in a video you guys will see before. This one, but this is the Games We Play by Dana Isley. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm horrible with names. This is such a fun book. I've already explained it in the fall reads video, so yeah. I'm obsessed. Sorry, there's an airplane. But yeah, if you want to know more about this book, I have it in a fall reads video coming up. And then I also got The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan. I was super interested in this book because when I read like age gap romances, it's usually like an older guy, younger woman, which I love, a good age gap. But this one is older girl, younger boy, and basically I think it's her son's best friend. This is just me trying to remember off the top of my head. And he's like really likes her and she likes him, but she doesn't want it to happen because it's obviously taboo, but he is like pining for her. So I'm excited to read this. I think I want to pick it up next. I have like some books that I'm reading right now, which obviously I'm gonna talk about. And then I got Punk 57. I actually started this on KU like back in the day, but I never finished it because I knew that I wanted to buy it physical and finish it, and it was so good. When I was reading it, I love books that are set in like high school. I don't know why. I'm literally almost 25, but like books that are set in high school are just so fun. I guess because like my high school experience is obviously not like the books, and these just make it like sound so fun. And I don't know, I have a love for this book. I really want to get Penelope Douglas's other books, even though I've already read Birthday Girl and I started Credence as well, but like they're just books that you need to have physically. Like I couldn't read it on KU. I was like, I'm not getting the same experience. So I did pick up Punk 57. I think my next purchase is definitely going to be Credence, and then I want to get her like Devil's Hideaway or something like that series. I don't know. But then the next book is Twisted Games by Anna Huang. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Basically, I've been seeing this go crazy on TikTok. I don't know if it's like any good, but there's like 2 books in the series as well, but you don't have to read them in order. And I think this one was hyped up on TikTok, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna read this one first, and if I like it, I'll pick up the first one, because that's just how my brain works. And this is a little bit of a chunker. I didn't even realize, but I think this is like a billionaire bodyguard or something like that. I don't know exactly what it's about, but people are hyping the heck out of it up, so I got that one. And then one that I've gotten recently is the Deliver Us series from Pan Godwin. This freaking came so damaged, and they wanted me to return it, but it already took like 3 weeks to get to my house. So I was like, there's no way I'm returning this. I tried to get my money back, but they're like, no, you have to return it in order to get it. And I'm like, I'm not returning it. It would be such a hassle, and then I would have to wait another month to have it. Like that was just super annoying. So I was like, you know what, it's a good thing the dust jacket is just the dust jacket, and I can take it off if I wanted to, but since it's sitting on my shelf, you don't really see how bad it is, and it doesn't have water damage. It just got really crumbled up. The box came so, I don't know, but anyways, this is this is basically, I heard this is like a super I know Pam Godwin writes pretty dark romance books, but I'm pretty sure this one is like super dark, because it is like human slavery, which sounds crazy. Don't freak out. But they like fall in love, I believe, so it's not anything too horrible, but also it's fiction. I know that some people, like, I watch bigger booktube romance channels, and people will come for them for like reading about things like slavery or age gap or something like that, and it's all like, it's all fiction. At the end of the day, it's all fiction. It's no different than reading a horror story or a thriller story, you know what I mean? So when I'm saying these books, don't think that I'm saying them because I like agree with everything in the books. It's called dark romance for a reason. It's fiction for a reason. It's interesting. It pulls you in for a reason, like age gap and all of that. And most of the time, age gap is not even anything crazy. It's just like a freaking 19-year-old getting with a 35-year-old, you know? It's something crazy. I mean, I know there's problems with like age gap relationships, and there can be problems, but like when you're both consensual about it and you both care about each other, like it doesn't matter, is what I'm trying to say. So if you find these like uncomfortable for you, don't come for me. Like that's fine. You like what you like, I like what I like. But anyways, this is Deliver Us series. It's 3 books in one. And just look how cute, like there's little like bodies at the top of each chapter. I know it sounds weird, but I try to go in with books by like just, I heard the synopsis like one time and then I'm like, okay, I'm buying it, because I like to go into a book pretty much blind. So I think it's super fun, and I'm going into this one super blind. Like I know the premise, but I'm excited to get to this. I think I'll read it sometime in October, like if I finish all of the other books I want to read first, because it is like darker. But anyways, those are the books that I picked up recently. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I posted like a picture of me holding all of the books. Oh wait, hold on, there's actually 2 more that I should share with you guys. These for a book haul, but I need to stop buying books right now, so I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get back up to like a big book haul, so I'm just sharing them anyway. I thrifted these off Depop. The only reason I bought this one is because of the other 2 I really wanted to read, and she was doing like a 3 for $10 type deal, and I was like, well, I'm not just gonna, she wanted like regular price for just the 2 books, or she was like, or you can do 3 for $10, and I was like, okay. But anyways, I got The Wedding Date by Jasmine Gilroy. I didn't know it was like this small. This is like the mass market paperback or whatever. I've heard okay things about this, like mixed things about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super excited to read it, but if I don't end up loving this, I will donate it because like I said, I did buy it just because she was only gonna give me the deal for 2 for 3, but I really bought it for this book because I just recently read Get a Life Chloe Brown, and this is the second one. So this is Take a Hint Dani Brown, and this is her sister. I thought it was a great deal, 3 for 10. So when this book cost like $12 on its own, so I ended up picking up Life of Pi as well. It's something that I just haven't read or I haven't watched the movie, and Zach was like, we should watch the movie, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna read that book first, right? Like I like to read the book before I watch the movie just so I can compare it. So I did get Life of Pi and Take a Hint Dani Brown and this Wedding Date one, and if I don't end up loving this one, I will donate it. So no biggie. But yeah, those are the books I got recently. Like I said, I was gonna wait to like haul them in a big ol' haul, but I need to chill out on the book buying recently, and I don't know how long it will take before I do another haul, so I just might as well show you. So yeah, that's kind of like the update on that. And then the books that I've been reading recently, I thought I could update you guys on. So I am reading A Kingdom of Fire and Flesh. I am like 75% done with it. It's getting so good. Poppy is starting to realize that she is like falling for Castile, the prince, and she's just like, I'm no longer denying myself of what I want, even if he doesn't end up loving me back and caring for me back, and even if he only uses me to get what he wants, I'm okay with that and things like that. And I'm so happy about that because I love them together. I think they're so perfect together, and I love them. So I'm kind of at that part right now. And yeah, that's about it for A Kingdom of Fire and Flesh. I can't say like a ton about it without like fully giving away all the spoilers and the plot and everything like that. So yeah, and also we're finding out that her powers are a little bit stronger than what she thought they were, so that's always fun. I have to finish this within the next couple of days because I feel like I've been reading it forever, but I think it's just one of those things, like when you pick up a book and like you put it down so many times that by the time like you're ready to finish it, it's just hard because it's like you put it down so many times. Plus, not to mention, the first time I picked it up, I read like 200 pages into it, and then I went on vacation and I just did all of these things, and then I didn't end up picking it back up until just like a week ago, and I reread the whole 200 pages because I was like just wanting to make sure that I remembered correctly. So it's just taken me forever. And then the one that I'm reading on my phone, I'm actually in love with. I did get my first ever ARC. I don't know if I mentioned this the other day. I got my first ever ARC from NetGalley, which just wow, like that was so exciting for me to get my first ever ARC, The Girl Who Belonged to the Sea, by Catherine Quinn, and I'm obsessed with it so far. I'm at a part where she currently was explaining about how her dad was super abusive and he does like crazy things to her, and then one day he calls her in his office and he's like, you are to be married, like I've already arranged all of it, and he's like, you should be grateful. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, he arranged her marriage, and on their wedding day they get invaded by a bunch of, she calls one of them pirates. So they came on like this boat and she was hearing like these sirens, so she kind of knew something was going on, but they got invaded and like they killed a bunch of their people because her dad is like one of the richest men in that town that she lives in. But basically I'm at a part where she woke up and she is in a ship with the guy who kidnapped her, and he is like not telling her much on why she's being kidnapped, and she's just like so confused. So that's where I'm at, and it's actually really, really good. I'm not the best at explaining books, but I'm trying to read this before it's not an ARC anymore because I want to leave a review before it comes out to the world. But I'm reading like 2 super long books right now, and both of them a lot of information, so it's just like a lot to get into. So yeah, that is the update on all of my reading and my books and my shelf and all of the fun bookish things. So yeah, I will definitely update you guys later on what I finished tonight, because I plan to read like right now. I'm gonna actually read this one, and then tonight I'm gonna read that one, so we'll see. the next day. I've been doing so horrible at vlogging recently. Like after dinner yesterday, I was just like, just forgot I was even filming. But it's the next day. I have read some more of my book, The Girl Who Belonged to the Sea. I keep forgetting what it's called. Also, I made a protein shake because I haven't ate all day and my stomach was starting to eat itself alive. So protein shake. But anyways, I read some more of my book. Sorry I keep touching my hair. It is so crazy. It's literally like I try to straighten it and it doesn't even look like I straightened it. But anyway, so this book is so good. This book is so good. I'm so happy that it was my first ARC I ever received or like got to download, because it is so good. And I'm happy like my first ARC wasn't like super. Also, if you notice that I'm wearing the same outfit as the day that I filmed my full reads video, I am. I wanted to take a picture for Instagram, but I ended up not even getting a good picture, so to promote the video. But okay, anyway, anyways, the book is so good. If I haven't explained it yet, it's basically, there is this girl who lived with her dad. Her dad was like super rich. He like basically ran the town that she lived in, but he was like super abusive at home. He did like really crazy things to her, and she would like pray to, I don't know, I don't really remember. She would pray to like someone that they would help her out of the situation. But her dad was like, called her into his office one day and was like, hey, you're about to marry Prince Cassian, something like that. I could be getting it all wrong. And you're gonna go live with him because there was like a deal him and his dad made. She didn't know what the deal was, but she was like, if you let my little sister come with me, I will marry him, no problem, like whatever. And so his dad agreed to that. But on the day of their wedding, this guy named Bash, he was a pirate, but technically he's the king of Azantian. I don't know how to pronounce stuff. I'm literally dyslexic and I can't pronounce stuff, so please bear with me. But basically he's like the king and he kidnaps her. It wasn't his original plan to kidnap her, but he was trying to kill her father, and because he has something that belongs to him, the father does, but he didn't get the chance to, so he took his daughter. And also didn't mention that his daughter like hears stuff. Like she hears stuff from the sea mostly. Like she'll hear like whistles or like loud noises from the sea. And so they're like discovering that. I'm not really sure what is going on with that, but it's just part of the plot so far. And so he kidnaps her and they are like really taking a liking to each other. Very much enemies to lovers vibes. She absolutely hates him, but then again she's having those thoughts like, oh, he's so attractive, he's so hot, if he kissed me right now, like it wouldn't be an issue, like all of those thoughts. But also she's like, I need to leave, I need to escape, and things like that. So the book is so good. I love it. Good enemies to lovers, especially like fantasy with magic in it and like just, you know, all that kind of stuff. So good. So yeah, that is basically where I'm at with that book. And with A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, I haven't picked up yet. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's really hard to get through that book because they're so chunky and it's just like feels like it's never ending. And when I have a book like that, it takes like 10 times longer for me to finish it. Even though I think the book is fantastic, it's so good. I love Poppy. I love Castile. Haven't picked it up. So I have a couple of things I need to do. I need to get the video uploaded for today, and then I can get back to reading, and I just need to like do some cleaning around my house, finish my protein shake. So yeah, that's the update for now. Hopefully I'll continue to vlog tonight. I really want to go to Crumble. I'm gonna have to convince my fiance to take us to Crumble, but he probably won't because he's at work right now and he'll definitely be very tired. So it's like an hour away, so it's like a drive, but I think it'll be fun to go and something to do. And they have like crazy cookies right now. One of them is like cornbread. A cornbread cookie? Are you kidding? But anyways, I will update you guys later, obviously. Maybe. Can I just say, first of all, this has nothing to do with, I hate myself in a turtleneck. I don't know what it is about it, but I hate it. Anyways, this has nothing to do with books, but I just got my Nespresso order in the mail. And I just have to say, I just want to say that they get the pods to your house so quickly, like unbearably quickly, but they did say they were going to be here yesterday, and then I saw that they weren't anywhere near my city, so I was like, okay, whatever, they're probably going to come this weekend. It's Friday, by the way. They'll probably come this weekend, no biggie, whatever. I checked the website just to check it and like the tracking and stuff. They've been sitting outside on my porch since 8 a.m. this morning, and it's like 3 o'clock, so that's fun. Also, can we just ignore everything going on in the background? It's tragic. My house is a wreck. Anyways, I'm laughing at that because I got Starbucks this morning because I was like, it's not expecting my Nespresso pods to be here, so I just paid $7 for my brown sugar oat milk espresso when I had pods. Anyway, I basically got all of the same double espresso schiaro, however you say that. I got 3 of those because it's my favorite, but I also got a fun one. Pumpkin spice cake. I'm so excited for this one. I think I want to try it right now. It's so exciting. So that's my Nespresso order, if you're wondering. I love my Nespresso. It's what dreams are made of. I love it so much. I look wrecked. This whole video I have looked absolutely wrecked, but that's just, I'm not gonna get dolled up if I don't have to, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm also breaking out like crazy. If you see the redness on my face, I struggle with acne. Let's just get real on this channel. I struggle with acne and I don't get dressed every day. But anyways, I wanted to end this reading vlog because it's been like it's been like a week now, and I've got basically no reading done, like at all. I'm still working on A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which I realized this whole time I was calling it Fire and Flesh because I am dyslexic. If you didn't know, I am actually truly dyslexic and I read things backwards all the time, or like mix words up. So it's Flesh and Fire. Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I have like 100 pages to go. Honestly, there's just so many books out right now, and I keep buying more books, and then my attention goes towards those books. So I also got my first arc ever like a week ago, I think Monday of last week, and it's Monday now, and it comes out tomorrow. So I was really pushing through that book because it was like 800 pages on the NetGalley shelf, so I really had like a lot to read with that one, and I wanted to get a review because obviously it was my first arc ever, so I wanted to have a review before it came out. So I prioritized that one because, one, I was hooked in the story. Like, obviously I told you guys it was The Girl Who Belonged to the Sea. It comes out tomorrow. You'll see this video tomorrow probably, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It's everything I asked for and more. Like, it was so good. Basically, I'll read you. I made like a whole Instagram post, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, you would like have saw that before this video. But basically, it's about one woman chosen by the god of the sea, a king hell-bent on saving his mysterious island home, and a forbidden romance that could destroy us all. So that was like the Goodreads synopsis plus a little bit more, but obviously I'm not going to type all that out. And some points that I made were that it was enemies to lovers, which we all love. There was magic. There was like, she was like a little powerful. She could like control, or no, she couldn't control it, but she was like learning that she could, or at least that's what I got out of it. I mean, and then there was like the smut romance, which it wasn't the spiciest book I ever read, but it was still pretty spicy. Like, I gave it a 3 out of 5. So yeah, I'm just now realizing that I forgot to put 3 out of 3 and 5 out of 5 on my on my review thing. But I gave it, the book, overall 5 stars because it was great. I laughed, I cried, I felt emotion throughout the whole entire book, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I loved all the characters. I loved the romance, the smut, the plot, everything about it, and it left on a cliffhanger, which makes me want to read more. So loved that book. I'm so happy it was my first arc, and I absolutely loved it. And also This driving me crazy. Also, like I said, Kingdom of Fire and Flesh, I haven't finished yet, and I was gonna push through it to finish it for this video, but I got a new book in the mail yesterday, and it's Hunting Adeline, and I'm hearing crazy things about this story, and I really want to read it, and it's a chunk too. She's chunky, so I really want to get started with it, and it gives me fall Halloween vibes, so I'm going to pause on A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I'll probably still pick it up throughout my next reading vlog next week, so I will update you guys in that, and then I'll also be updating you guys on Hunting Adeline. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to this channel, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.